Sorry guys, I got cut off. When it gets you upset, that's when you know it's not resolved. So I'm thinking I got these people upset. Well, they're just upset because they haven't resolved that emotion in them. They want to forget about it, or they want to sit here and judge me or say that this didn't happen or that didn't happen. I'm like, and now I'm getting upset over it. Wait a second. I'm just trying to get better, and I'm just trying to help people along my journey here. That's it. The truth shall set you free. That is like so. And no matter what your truth is, you should never be scared to talk about anything to anybody who's willing to genuinely listen and genuinely care. You should never be afraid to voice your opinion. There's women. How would women that were raped or molested or had really horrible things? How would they? Do you want to tell them? Oh, just forget about it. Just forget about it. Don't talk about it. What if they want to talk about it to the world so they can help other people? What if that helps make them feel better? So then why is that bad? Well, see, those people that get upset, it's bad for them because they haven't processed it. They're not listening to it properly. Anything that I ever say, that I ever talk about is out of love and out of truth. I am a different person than I was. I'm a different person than I was last week, but I'm definitely a different person than I was 5 years ago, 2 years ago, even a year ago, but definitely 10 years ago. I mean, and that's the thing is sometimes people they look at us as that person that they knew. When they don't know the person that you've become, that's when they're like, huh, and they want to talk and they want to judge. But it's okay. Even those that have judged me or say bad things about me or don't like me, I still wish them love and light, because you know why? When people are upset, they're hurting inside, obviously. And I don't ever want anybody to hurt. And that's what a lot of people misjudge about me, is that they may think I'm not genuine, but that's the thing. And anybody that truly does know me knows that I give a little too much sometimes, and that's the problem. Then I lose myself, and then I lose my way, and then I don't make the best choices because I get lost. And I am starting to learn myself now. I am starting to not hide and run from my own insecurities and fears, and I'm facing them. This is why I started talking about things online, and that's all I've ever wanted, was to just help others that maybe can relate. I mean, isn't that what we're looking? I was staying with someone for a while, and then that it came time for that journey to end, and it wasn't sad, I wasn't mad, it wasn't anything. It was bittersweet, but it also was another change and another adjustment that I had to go through. So my nervous system had to re-regulate itself again. And I'll tell you, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. And during that time, what did I do? I looked to YouTube for videos of people that I could relate with. And it helped me so freaking much, it's not even funny. It helped me so much, it's not even funny. And so that's what I thought. I'm like, well, maybe if I share my story, then I can help people that can relate to what I've gone through. I've gone through many serious relationships and endings. I've gone through many times moving. And all of these things were my choices in my life. No blame on anybody else. Because I allowed myself to be there also, regardless of if I didn't like the way they acted or not. I decided to be there. I take accountability for my actions. And that's what it's all about. Being accountable. And that's what I'm trying to do now with my girls. My situation is not ideal at all. But I'm trying my hardest to save up so I can get a house for me and my girls. I have money saved up. I could go and stay in a hotel if I wanted to, put a roof over my head. I could go waste $500, $600 a week and then be broke. For what? So I choose to sleep in my car 3 nights a week. I choose it. Because I have a goal. I have a mission in mind. And I'm not going to give up until I get there. And does it suck? Yeah. But it's weird. It's like, once I realize that when I open my eyes, all I have everything I need, is me. Just to be able to wake up and take a breath every day. We have to start to be grateful for that. Those little things that we take advantage of. There's people trapped in the hospital. There's little babies that are dying of cancer that haven't even been here for 5 years. I mean, and we say life is unfair. How dare we? How dare we? But, yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about, moving a lot, and realizing that, at one time I joked around and said, I'm like a gypsy, and that's the thing. I had to realize that what's ideal for me isn't ideal for everybody else. And sleeping in my car is not ideal for me. That is not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that it's okay, because it's only temporary. Because I am fighting super hard right now for a goal. And that's where I struggled my whole life, was that I would have a goal in mind. I would feel positive and gung-ho, like, yeah, let's do this. And then I would be around the wrong people or the wrong environment, and I would just be brought down or made to feel that I was doing everything wrong, or just like how I was made to feel growing up, like I could never do anything right. And that is exactly what happened. I started making poor choices, living out my reality of my thoughts that I could never do anything right. Not anymore. I refuse. Because I am worthy of receiving everything I desire with ease. And I say that twice before I wake up. That came from Dr. Joe Dispenza. He said, before you open your eyes, say to yourself, either in your head or out loud, whisper, I am worthy of receiving everything I desire with ease. Because you are. You are. We all are. We're not supposed to struggle in this life. We're supposed to enjoy this life. So if we're struggling, obviously, we need to change something. And this was why I started doing these videos, because I know that I could help somebody else. If there's somebody else that left a toxic relationship or a toxic marriage, too much fighting, starting to become physical, between both of us, it was not healthy. Like I said, I don't blame anybody, because I chose to be in the situation I was in, but I did not want my children to experience or see her dad and I fighting anymore. We were going over the same things over and over all the time, and it was never getting better. He consistently thought I was lying to him, and then he would start thinking of things that I was maybe hiding, but he would make his own stories up in his head and was never willing to give me that chance. Or if he did, it just spiraled, and like I said, I chose, come on, Belle. I chose to be there. Come on, let's get some food. Come on. Sitting here eating plants. So I don't blame him for anything. I've forgiven, and it's time to move on. And now my journey is trying to save up to be with my girls again. I did try to start a GoFundMe last year, but I really didn't keep up with it too well. I did for a while, but it's hard. 25-year waiting list for Section 8. The government ain't gonna help. So I am trying my hardest to save up. And sometimes it gets lonely, but I keep telling myself, your thoughts create your reality, Melissa. Your thoughts create your reality. So keep those thoughts good. And you guys keep those thoughts good. And I'll talk to you soon. I love you.